Why is my camera gone? Where's my camera? What the heck? Where's my camera? I don't know where my camera is. All right, we're gonna get started here momentarily. Testing 1, 2, 3 on the sound. Do I have to restart the stream? I don't hear any sound. Yeah. All right, the sound is working. I'm just making sure that we got the sound going. We have a lot to talk about. I am shorting the market right now. I have a short on this shit coin. I have a short on Jelly coin. I made $600 on the long on it. Now I'm shorting it, and let's go see how much that's up. That's on below Fin. This is a new coin that I just looked at. It's a scam. A lot of these are scams, but they're easy to make money on. This is insane price action. I don't want to spend too much time on this. We're going to get to Bitcoin here in a second. Like, I don't even know. What is this? It went from 3 cents all the way up to 50 cents in a day? Much less not in a day, in like an hour? So I want to know more about what this is. But let's get over to Bitcoin before we scare everyone away. By the way, this is my copy trading. We're up $765. I'm up $765 in a week. Most of that was from Jelly. I win 76% of the time. I've taken 21 trades, 16 winning trades, 80% return on investment. Annualized, that's just ridiculous. So if you want to copy trade me, you can do that. Let's go over, though. I wanted to go over to the exchange, but we'll do that in a second. Let's go and look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, if I can find out where that's at. I don't even know what that was. So right now, the Crypto and Fear Greed Index is currently sitting at 23. Remember, guys, we're live on TikTok and on YouTube. Usually on YouTube, you can see my face. Don't know why tonight it's not working, but I just wanted to get in here and get going. Really, the information is a lot more important than my pretty face. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. Right now, Crypto Fear Greed Index at 21. If we go over and look at Bookmap, what is Bookmap doing and where is all the orders? Bitcoin did lose today. 99,000 for a brief second. If you look on the weekly time frame, we have a lot of liquidity still at 120, but to the downside, you still have liquidity at 95,000. To me, 95,000 is a huge level to watch for. If you look on the daily time frame, you have a lot of liquidity at 98,000 below us, and I see more liquidity on the daily time frame below us than above us. To me, guys, I see a continuation to the downside, but that's just my thoughts based on this. The Bookmaps is right, I would say, about 90% of the time. Bookmap right now does suggest that we go lower. I'm going to turn the music down just a hair. So Bookmap right now suggests that we go down to touch this liquidity down at 92,000. I can't believe more people aren't watching right now because I think this information is pretty important. Yeah, but you know what? They're lost. So I do want to go over and I want to look at. I need to log in really quick. I want to. Is it going to show my personal information though? That's the only problem. It might. So, I don't know how to do it. Well, maybe that'll work, and then I can log in here really quickly, and we can check out how my account's doing. So, while I log into the account, I gotta make sure I'm logging into the right account as well, which I think I'm failing to do right now, so hold on with me. And I think we're in. Possibly. Maybe. Maybe not. Otherwise, I can just look on my phone. I just want to show you guys how's it going on here. That didn't work. What the heck? What? I want to log in. How do you log in? I'm in the wrong spot. Leave my page, yes. Google. This is difficult for no reason. Why can I not log in? This is stupid. So I don't know what's going on. I don't. I'm logging in. What is going on? You know what, guys? If you see my email, I don't even care anymore. I've been logged in here before. Why is it not working? I don't understand. Well, I guess as long as you don't see my password, it doesn't really matter. Are you joking me? This is stupid. Oh my god. I don't understand. This is retarded. Anyways, guys, if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below. I give up with this. This is no, I'm not wasting my time with this tonight. It's not working. I don't know why. I'll have to figure it out later. Let me go back and get this going. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin, and then we'll look at these other things later. So Bitcoin, and I don't know why Bitcoin's not on here. It should be at the top. So right now, let's go back to Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Let me look at the daily time frame and kind of wind her down. So right now, the next support I see on the daily, we are oversold on the stock RSI. The next support I see is 97,000. That's also where Bookmap has a lot of liquidity, around 95 to 97,000. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we took out that low at 97,000. I'm sorry, the low that we just made today at 98,000, 99,000. The 4-hour time frame right now is looking for a bounce on the stock RSI, but at this point, the question is, are you going to make a lower high? The lower high would be anything below 111,000 before rejection on the 4-hour time frame. And right now, the 1-hour time frame to me doesn't look fantastic. Yes, I think the 4-hour time frame will push us higher for a dead cat bounce, but the 1-hour time frame right now is starting to make the looks of a bear flag. That's a lower high on the 1 hour. And at the end of the day, guys, I look for more downside on this. And I will look for a lot of altcoins to bleed while Bitcoin tries to get support, because people are going to be selling their altcoins to try and buy the dip on Bitcoin. That's just what's going to happen. Right now, the measure move out of this 1-hour bear flag on Bitcoin is 95,000, basically, 94.6. So I see more downside for Bitcoin, and not financial advice. I'd be accumulating more Bitcoin. Anytime your fear and greed index is anywhere near 10, I've said, it's usually a great time to buy more Bitcoin. So right now, the 33-minute time frame, for whatever reason, is not loading the stock RSI, but we can jump down to the 15-minute time frame, and that's not loading it. So let me just refresh this chart. Come on, load, and still nothing. There we go. So right now, the stock RSI on Bitcoin on the 15 minutes overbought on the. So I would be looking for more downside. Now, again, short term, I still see us going higher. You're above the 5-minute 200. I would be looking for a small dead cat bounce to the upside based on the 4-hour time frame, because I do think the 4 hours is going to push higher before we do roll over. But I'd be looking for a lower high in Bitcoin. Like something up to 105 would still be a lower high. That's massive resistance, and that's weekly resistance at 105,000. So if we retest at 105 as a lower high, I would not be surprised at all. My guess is you go up, retest 105, and then get rejected, and then come down for a lower low, maybe down to 95, 97,000. That's kind of where I stay on Bitcoin. So super short term, I see an upside to 105, but after 105, I don't, it's anyone's, to me, I'll have to see when we get closer to 105, but I see more downside for Bitcoin. Today is currently almost Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll be posting on YouTube, so check it. Make sure you have the bell notification on YouTube so you get notified whenever I go live or post a video. I'm going to post a few videos on YouTube with updates on what's going on with Bitcoin based on what price action is doing tomorrow. But right now I see more downside for Bitcoin after we touch 105. So that's just kind of what I see going on. And thank you for the likes on YouTube. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know and I'll look at them. But yeah, for right now, okay, so I want to go look at Jelly. I don't know why I can't log in to Blowfin. I don't understand it at all. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. I quite literally do not understand it. I'm trying to log in to show you what I'm doing. And let me just do this really quickly on my phone. So, wow. Hold on a second. We're in, bro. We're in. Here we go. All right. Here we go. We're in. We're finally in. So right now in the account, I have $1,200. I started this account 2 weeks ago with $400. It's kind of doing awesome. And today it's doubled. The account's doubled. So let's go over to my futures. And I will show you kind of what we got cooking. So I don't even know what's going on right now. Right now we have this BCH trade going on. We're down 36%, down 67 cents. What I really care about is the copy trading. And let's go over. No, I don't want to go to. How do I go to my copy trading? Can I not do that on the website? Interesting. So, I mean, I'm a copy trader, so if you guys want to copy me, you can. I don't know why. Oh, I can see my trades, though. Okay, that's what I wanted to look at. So, earlier today, right now, in this trade, I am up $109 unrealized. I have not closed this current jelly trade. On Solana, I'm up $47 unrealized. I have not closed this trade. These Solana trades I'm going to be down on based on the strategy I'm doing. Let me go over to my second one. And then on this one, there's no... Hold on. There's another jelly trade that I wanted to show you, and I don't know where it went. Maybe these are my current trades. I'm looking for my trade history. Okay. So, earlier today, I lost $13 on this jelly trade. This jelly trade I made $615 on. It took 5 hours to do it. And opening fee was 36 cents. Dollar in fees. That's awesome. So, $600. So, that $13 loss is nothing. The previous jelly trade before that made $85. That eats that one up very easily. So if you want to copy trade me, go for it. You can look me up on Blowfin, Crypto Andrew 333. Then earlier, I did a giggle trade, $147 profit. Before that, I did a smaller one for $40 profit. I lost 11 cents on that trade. And again, who cares? 11 cents. And then you got some other smaller ones, $17, $6. And then as I started growing the account, I did get into much larger positions. But yeah, so that's kind of what we got going on right now. So this is the most current thing that I do want to look at right now. I don't know what this is, but I went over to MEXC. I'm trading on MEXC, and I'm trading on Blowfin. I trade my bigger positions definitely on Blowfin. I only have like $100 in this account. $101. But I like looking at Blowfin because they have a lot of scam tokens. Right now I'm up $50 on this Blowfin trade. I will admit on this account I'm down today. So I just want to see the top trading coins. Right now CUDIS is like up 80%. So what is this? I don't know. I want to look and I want to see if I can find a place to enter a long or a short depending on what I see in the market. So this is insane. This chart looks completely... I mean, these are definitely a MEXC. These are definitely manipulated. There's no way this thing went from 3 cents to 50 cents in a day. But I will say, because you were just at 3 cents, it kind of makes me think... I guess you're only at 6 cents now. It still makes me think you could get a correction further down. Doesn't mean I'm going to short it. I kind of want to see if you're below the 1 minute 200. You are above it, so really I can't see... You know, I don't know if I love this. Let's see what else there is for coins that pumped or dumped today. So MMT is also up 76%. And that's the one I'm shorting right now. We can go over to that chart, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with this. I do think this is going to roll over, though, because... Let me zoom in earlier today. So... Before this crazy pump, you were touching 3.2 cents. So for it to go back down to anywhere near that level would not surprise me at all, because I do think this is manipulated. So I gotta be honest, I might open a short on CUDIS and see what happens, because again, I think we're about to go lower. Let me look at the 30-second. I want to look at the 30-second time frame right now on this. So like the 30-second, the 15-second, like losing the 200, and the trend is clearly kind of struggling. There's no buy pressure you can see, because if there was, you'd be bouncing. And right here, you made... To me, at this point, it looks like we're going to go lower. So on CUDIS, I would be looking for a short. This is not financial advice. This is kind of degenerate trading, because it's... But that's also why I'm not putting a lot in these. I would say most of the coins on MEXC are pretty honestly awful scam tokens. Like they pump, but then they dump. But the benefit to that, if you have proper risk management, is you can make a lot of money on that if you know they're manipulated. If you know they were manipulated and did a 50x or 10x today, you know it's probably going to go back down to where it started because there's no use case in these coins. So let me see. Do I have any available margin? It's a very small account. So I have $38 available. I'm going to do this. I'm going to open a short. My liquidation price on CUDIS would be 6 cents. I'm sorry, it is at 6 cents. My liquidation would be 9.7. So I'm going to enter a short right now on that. Okay. Up 61 cents already. We paid 7 cents in fees and up $1.57. And then at this point, I want to see where we started today. So we started today, if I go back to the 50-minute time frame, right now we're on the 32nd. We started today earlier, and if you guys lost track, I'm sorry, but earlier today, I would say we started at 3.3 cents. So to me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to add a take profit of 0.0333. I'm going to make $80 if I win this trade. And then where do I want my stop loss? So let me go back down to the 1 minute time frame. I mean, if you guys want to copy trade me, you can. But this is not on my Bluefin account, so you'd have to do it manually. And my stop loss, I want it to be at 7.4 cents, which is almost my liquidation. But again, I'm only risking. So I'm risking. This is not the best R&R though. I don't love this setup. So let me see if we can have a better stop loss. And maybe we can't. Let me put my stop loss right here above this wick at 60. We'll do 68. Let me see what the R&R on that would be. 68 would be 17. So that's a pretty good R&R because if you do $79 if I win the trade divided by 18, is that what I said? We'll round up to 18. This is a 4.3 R&R, so I'll do that. We're still up $2 on the trade, up $54 on this trade now, and we'll see what happens. So that is the 2 trades I'm in right now. I would be looking for this, and I'll put the target down here at 3.3 cents. Hold on. It's pretty much down there. And that might sound crazy, but that's where you were literally not even 12 hours ago. So I would be looking for us to go down there. If we only go down to like 4.4, that's still profit, and I can still put my stop to break even. I'm going to be using the 1 minute 200, so when you get below this, I'll put my stop loss slightly above this 200-day moving average. Hopefully that all makes sense. I don't know. XCN, we can definitely go look at XCN. Thank you for that request. Jelly, though, dumping as well. So let me go back to my my trades over here. Where would I do that? So my current trades right here. We are current. So we're up $122 on that. Let me go over and look at XCN right now. Okay. So this is XCN. Thank you for the like, by the way, on TikTok. Let me, I'm going to record this. So I'm going to record this really quickly for, I'll just post this on YouTube. That way if no one watches this, oh, there we go. There's my face. Okay. Welcome to the Crypto Andrew channel. Let's look at XCN. The market is dumping right now. It is currently at 11:04 at 11:17 p.m., but I want to see what XCN is doing. Right now, we are sitting on support at 5.7 cents, 0.00568. Now, with what Bitcoin's doing right now, are we really going to continue this pump up or not? Who knows? I'm sorry, this dump down. Are we really going to bounce is what I should say. A daily time frame is very oversold. This is on the daily time frame. I would like to quickly glance at the weekly. Weekly's oversold as well. So at this point, you should bounce, but the rest of the market's dumping. There are some shitcoin, scam coins that are pumping that I do trade, but right now the main top 100 coins are not. Look at this. This is not bullish on the 12-hour time frame. First of all, this is a bearish engulfing candle. This red candle engulfs the green candle, and now this green candle that is trying to form is struggling, and it doesn't fill the red candle. So that's a bearish engulfing candle. The stock RSI is curving up aggressively at almost a 90-degree angle. Anytime that happens, that means that usually means you're in a very strong downtrend, and the downtrend is likely to continue. Usually, whenever you're somewhat bullish, like right here, you would curve up slowly and then make a new high. You made a slightly higher high here. But at this point, it looks like you could make a dead cat bounce, but make a lower high. So a lower high would be anything on XTN below 0.0093. I'll move this so you can see the price. And at this point, 12-hour looks bearish to me. 8-hour bearish. 6-hour bearish. Stock RSI almost got overbought on the 6-hour, and you got no bounce to speak of. 4-hour time frame almost overbought. That's really bearish. So guys, I don't just look at the stock RSI, but it's a pretty good indicator of what the price wants to do. So 1-hour time frame bear flag. And if Bitcoin pumps, maybe this could go up a little bit, but at the end of the day, this is another bear flag, and this could take you lower. This would lose the support on XCN on the daily. So let me go back to the daily time frame. Like, where's the next support on the daily time frame? Well, the next support that I really see on the daily time frame wouldn't come until 365, and then if you lose that level, I see very strong support at 2.8. The next very strong support, though, I see on XCN would be right there at 2.8 if you lose 568. That's almost a 50% drop. So XCN right now is on live support at 568. If you lose 568, I see 29, 28 or 29 coming. And so I can't really be bullish until we really make a higher low, like at least on the 4-hour time frame. And that would be something around 93. So until you break 93 or almost a penny, XCN looks bearish to me. And if you lose 5.6, if you lose half a penny, not even, half a penny, I see basically a quarter of a penny coming for XCN. That's my update. I'm sorry it's so bearish, but XCN looks like it's going to continue its bloodbath to the downside, and I will leave it at that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. And the trend your friend till the end. Right now, the trend on the 4-hour time frame, which I love to trade, is to the downside. And it's been to the downside really for a while, ever since you lost 1.1 cents. That's my update. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Appreciate if you guys hit the likes and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you get notified whenever I go live or post another XCN video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. XCN right now is just plain bearish. Adios. So yeah, XCN to me looks bad. It looks like it's going to continue lower. So I'm sorry to say, but that's what I see on XCN. I'm going to get this to start uploading right now, the XCN video, and then I can close this tab. Okay, that's going to be uploading, and I might as well just post it right now. I think I have an XCN thumbnail. XCN. Sorry, XCN looks awful. But I do appreciate the request. That makes my day easier tomorrow, because then I can post one less video, because I wanted to post a few videos on YouTube. So tomorrow I'm still going to post one more YouTube video and then a YouTube short. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm going to do a Bitcoin update tomorrow. So that's going to be my next video tomorrow. And as of right now, I can't post that. I can't record that because who knows what. I want to give it live price action tomorrow with what's going on there. So the next CUDIS, I want to add this to my watch list because I'm going to trade on it. And then the other one I wanted to add to my watch list would be, where's the other one? What else am I in a trade? The next one would be MMT. That should also be on my watch list. All right, guys. So welcome. I mean, I'm about to wrap this up. I'm kind of thinking out loud here. Hopefully this was an insightful video. Okay, I need to add this to my watch list really quickly, and I added. Where is it at? It says it's on my watch list. I don't see it. Am I missing something? Why is it all the way up there? What? I am so confused about what's happening. All of my coins for whatever on the watch list got completely like jumbled around, and that's why I'm confused. Like, these coins I'm trading right now, I want them to be at the bottom of my watch list so that I know so I can easily get to them. I don't have to look in the middle. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just okay. So far, MMT continuing its dump. My current take profit on MMT. Let me go back to this. So we're at $55 on the trade. My current take profit on this is going to be 70 cents. And you want to know why it's 70 cents? Because if you zoom all the way back out before this ridiculous pump that happened earlier today, we were below 70 cents. In fact, I should lower that. Hold on a second. Let me just. It doesn't even have data. It was at 25 cents. This was at 25. This one was at 25 cents today at 7 a.m. So almost 18 hours ago, this was at 25 cents. And you're sitting at $1.20. You're telling me it's not going to pump. This thing pumped from 25 cents all the way up to $6.46. Are you joking? So obviously, if it's not getting a bounce, there's no reason to believe it won't stop dumping. And that kind of tells me it's a pump and dump. So if it's a pump and dump, I almost want to hit my. I want to put my take profit around. I'll put my take profit. I'm going to lower my take profit on this. And my stop loss is in profit, so I can't lose money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to edit this, and my take profit's going to be lowered to 33 cents. And I like the number 333. It's close to 25. I'll make $97 if it loses. And worst comes to worst, I only make $36 because my stop is in profit now. So that trade is, I don't have to worry about that trade for the rest of the night. I'm not going to move my stop loss anymore. And I'll wake up tomorrow, either I made $36, $35 after fees, or I made almost $100. I'm not going to lower my take profit anymore either to the downside. If I go over to CUDIS, I do want to look at that. And I think I can't do much with that because I just opened that position. So, that's kind of what we got going on right now. Hopefully that was great. I hope you guys learned something today. I just got on MEXC. I used to use MEXC all the time. It was 2 years ago. Now I got back on because now I'm using something that allows me to be on MEXC. Okay, anyways, that's kind of my update on the market. So if you guys have any more requests for altcoins, let me know. It is kind of becoming a longer stream, but that's fine by me. Yeah. I just want to give you guys an update. So short term, if I wrap up things with Bitcoin, I kind of see Bitcoin probably getting about a dead cat bounce to 105. I should also mention I have 20 Solana in a trade right now. So I'm selling that at 170 on Solana. So I don't know what that is worth, but I have 20 Solana in a trade. So that's a decently big trade. It's not humongous, but 20 times, where's the times? Okay, 20 times 157. It's mine? 57. It's a $3,000 trade. So if I win that trade, I'm going to make it like $300, $200 or $300, maybe $200. So yeah. So that's what I want. This is going to take longer. This trade's going to take longer to happen. This price action sucks on Solana. But I'd be looking, again, if Bitcoin gets that dead cat bounce to 105, I could easily see Solana getting to 170. And what's at 170, you might say? Well, I would say the 1 hour 200. Actually, that's a 184, but look at the 4 hour time frame. This is pretty, I mean, it's getting a bounce, and it's kind of a lackluster one. This looks like it's going to make a lower high for sure, but can you get a move to 170? Money flow is coming to the upside as well. And then the next resistance I see on Solana is 170. That's why I'm selling at 170. So basically, if this, then that on Solana. If Solana stays above 143, I see a move to 170 coming. And that's it's really that simple. By the way, guys, just so for the new people that know, or that don't know, I go live Saturdays and Tuesdays. The time does fluctuate a little bit, but I try to go live at 9 p.m. Central Time. Obviously, this is later. If you guys want to join the Telegram group so you get notified whenever I do go live for the official time, you can join that through my Telegram link on TikTok and YouTube. That is free to join. So that's just an announcement. Yeah. So I would love Solana to pump $13 more, and I will take my money out because that would free up a lot of margin on my Bluefin account. So right now, my current trades are, I started buying Solana at like 194, maybe it was 187, and I'm down $53 on that trade. I'm down $55 on that trade. I'm down $35 on that trade. So combined, it's almost 150. But then this most recent trade opened up was worth even more. So kind of my strategy was when Solana looked bullish, I bought some, but I started small. And then every time we've gone down to a support and gone bullish divergence, I've added to the trade, or I technically opened up a new trade that was slightly bigger. So that way, when we do get the bounce, they will all have the take profit of 170, even if it's in the red for some of them. So maybe these three I lose $100 on combined, but this one I make $200 or $300 on. Then but between all four, if this makes sense, I would make several $100s. Or maybe I make 100 or 200. I didn't do the math yet, but I know I'd be in the green after all four. Because this one is worth 10.2 Solana, 10.9 Solana. This one's worth 1.95. This one's worth 4.62. So even if you add 4.6 plus 2, that's 6.6. And this one is almost 2, so that's still only 8. And this new one is 10. So either way, the one I just opened is gonna pay for the four that I just lost. I don't want to like get too, So that was the thought process there, and it's worked. Obviously, when we go down a lot, it kind of sucks. But Jelly Jelly. Here's the thing with Jelly Jelly: the fact that we're not dumping further right now on Jelly Jelly, the fact that we're like struggling to bounce here tells me we're going to go further to the downside. And this Jelly Jelly went parabolic today. When I woke up this morning, or when I was sleeping, I was like, okay, I'm going to sell right here because we broke the uptrend. Or maybe it was right here. My stop loss got out. It went down to like 16 cents. I'm like, holy crap. I'm so happy I sold, and then it started going parabolic, and I woke up 2 hours later, it's like at 25 cents. I saw this flag right here, so I longed, and I made $600 in 5 hours. I had a take profit at 50 cents. It did go up to 59 cents. I had the measure move of 55. I just did 50 cents. I was so happy I sold, because if I didn't, I would have given it all back, and because I got in at 24 cents. And now it's going, I don't see the next support at least till 19 cents, which we're coming to close. It's about to lose a 50-minute 200, and again, to me, it's kind of another pumping up. If we lose a 50-minute 200-day moving average, which we're about to lose right now unless we bounce, your next stop is the 33-minute 200, which is at 17. So as far as, like, in all reality, you could say there's a good reason we should go back down to 5 cents, even though we were just at 59 cents. That'd be a 90% drop, but I wouldn't be surprised if we went down. I don't think we go down to 5 cents, but again, it's a meme coins, and lots of memes, especially meme coins are on MXC, do not hold their value. And this is on MXC, so to me, that's a red flag. I could see Jelly in 24 to 48 hours, or even if it takes a week, I could see us going down to 5 cents, and it wouldn't surprise me at all. So in all reality, if I lowered my take profit on Jelly down to 4.8 cents, I could do that. Am I going to do that? No, but I'm just saying that I could. I can't manage a trade here. I have to go to my... Hold on, let me update this because I don't think it's up to date anymore. So now the trade's up $135. I can close the trade. Oh, can I edit it? Oh, I can. So if I hit, right now my take profit's 13 cents. I just want to do this for humorous. What did I say? The level I said was we'll say 5 cents. So if I lower this to 5 cents, how much would I make? 5.63 versus what? My take profit was 13. How does that make sense? Oh, that's 1.3. So at 3.57. Okay, I'm going to just do a take profit of 13 cents. I'm pretty happy with $357, so I'm going to leave it there. But the trade's up $134 right now. So again, if you want to copy trade me, I'm on Crypto Injured 333 on Blowpin. That's the same as all my socials. But yeah. Okay, so what's MMT continuing to dump? Is there anything I want to go back and see how the other trade is probably not doing good? It's only down 75 cents. CUDIS. So again, for Bitcoin, I see a 4-hour continuing to the resistance at 105, but at 105, I wouldn't be surprised if we got rejected, made a lower low down to 95K. But at least short term, I see Bitcoin getting a move to 105. So I could just go to my watch list. What? Oh, that's a 4-hour. I thought I just wicked all the way. Oh God. No. We're good, but I still might not win this trade. It doesn't look great to me. Let me just zoom out. By all means, it is a lower low right there. And here's the thing. Whenever you get pump and then a massive dump, I never like think it's really going to bounce. And when it does, great. I get out of the trade. But by all I should say this is a falling wedge, though. We could pump here. I am as short, and my stop loss is right here. So I think it's about there. It's at 66, I think, or maybe it's 67. It's right there. Pretty sure. Okay. All right, guys. Would you buy Solana right now? Well, I just told you I'm in a trade on Solana, but it's a shorter term trade. I mean, I've been in the trade. I technically started buying into this trade about a week ago. Actually, I could tell you right when I did. I think I can tell you. I initially got into this trade. Does it tell me when I got into this trade? No. It doesn't tell me. But it was about a week ago. I know that. So, but honestly, I see the next resistance on Solana 170. So would I buy in long term right now? If you're going to invest, I think I would. It's not financial advice. But I also think here's my thing about bear market versus bull market, and this has to go into Solana. If Bitcoin by the end of this month is not above 105,000, like if we close the monthly candle at 105 or below 105, even a penny lower, I'm gonna say we're in a bear market. If Bitcoin can close this monthly candle in about 3.5 weeks above 105,000, I think we're in a bull market. So because that's a weekly support and resistance level at 105K. So if Bitcoin closes below that level, then I think right now buying Solana doesn't make sense. But if Bitcoin can close this monthly candle above 105, I would think that this is a higher low in the bull market. So I'm not going to say if we're in a bear bull market right now. I'm just going to say if we're in a bear market, I would be buying right now. If we're in a bull market, obviously I think buying right now is great. I also say whenever the crypto fear and greed index is below 10 or lower, or even close to 10, it's a great time to accumulate. Right now we're at 23, and that updated 5 hours ago. So, all in all, I'm buying a Bitcoin long term. I don't really accumulate alts. I have a few altcoins, very small positions. I will say though, if you believe in Solana long term and you want to invest in Solana long term, I think right now is a good place with the crypto fear and greed index being at 23 and but I will say the trade I'm in right now, I am trying to get out at 170 because I see that as resistance. Now, if we break 170 in Solana, then obviously you could stay long. But, I mean, so I don't know. Take that information as you will. I'm not going to tell you to buy or sell right now, but take what I just said with a grain of salt and then do your own deductive reasoning behind what I just said. I don't know if you're looking for a trade, long-term investment, or what. But if you want confirmation, that would be the confirmation on Bitcoin. So, yeah. Depending on what Jelly does tomorrow, maybe I'll do a YouTube video on Jelly as well. I'll probably do a YouTube short on Jelly and then a Bitcoin update tomorrow. So I'll do a Bitcoin update, guys, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time, so in about 10 hours, because I think then we'll have a better idea if Bitcoin is going to continue to 105. But yeah, so right now, this trade on, wow, I might lose this trade. I might lose $40. How much are we down? $6 right now? Doesn't matter. And interesting. I guess that is a falling wedge. Let me look at the 10-minute time frame. I just don't see a pump coming because the 50. I mean, it's possible, but it's unlikely. The 50-minute time frame never got oversold, and whenever that happens, it's unlikely you pump. But we might pump. We'll see. We'll see. I've seen crazy things happen before. You are above the 1 minute 200, so it was a higher risk. It was a higher risk short because you're above the 1 minute 200. I should have waited for us to lose that, but I thought we were gonna roll over. We didn't roll over, at least not yet. Let me grab $143 on Jelly token. My total asset thing is above 1,200 now. That has not updated. I don't know why. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Caesar. Do you think the bottom is in or wait a few weeks, we'll start to slowly go bullish? I told you how I think I'm going to determine if we're in a bull or bear market based on the monthly candle close. Until then, and for 3.5 more weeks, I'm not going to call it bear or bull market. Starting in December, I will let you know if I think we're in a bull or bear market. But until we get that monthly candle close, I can't say because 105K is a huge level to either stay above or lose on the monthly. What about XRP? So What about XRP? This is continuing to dump as well. It's kind of going sideways right now, but it could be making a bear flag. You're below the 5-minute 200. 6-minute doesn't have data yet. This could, I don't know, man. I could lose this trade, lose $40 on a small account. But again, I made $600 today on another account. So in all comparison, I care, but it's not going to kill me if I lose a trade. Um, okay. We can go look at XRP. I just don't care about XRP at all. I don't know. Let's open up another tab because I want to keep the other ones open. What time frame do you want me to look at this on? Daily's oversold. So XRP right now needs to break $2.4 to be bullish. If you stay below 2.4, there's no reason to be bullish on it, in my opinion, based on that. I won't say that. XRP is bearish below $2.4. It's not my opinion. It's what the charts tell me. It's support and resistance, and that's not my opinion. I shouldn't say that. And really, if you lose 2.4, your next stop is 2.2, but you didn't even hold 2.2 there. So I'm going to get rid of that support. If you lose 2. And here you didn't hold 2.2 as support. So if you do not break 2.4 and get rejected off that resistance, I would see the next support being at best 194. But let me jump down to the 2 hour. Yeah, but here's the thing. If Bitcoin continues to pump, at least not pump, but get a dead cat bounce to 105, then XRP can retest 2.4. But then when Bitcoin's at 105, you have to see if you break that or not. Based on the stock RSI, it looks like you're going to make a lower high, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now, XRP, I gotta say, I wouldn't buy XRP. It's not financial advice, but just what I would do. I would say no buying XRP. I'd rather buy XRP above 2.4 with a more of a confirmation that the low is in. I don't think the low is in on Bitcoin. And if the low is not in on Bitcoin, a lot of these top altcoins are going to just continue to bleed. And you have to remember this capitulation wick down here was the $1.24. I'll say 80% of the time that does get filled, for at least for a double bottom. So I said 105 on Bitcoin is likely to pump, at least get a move to 105, but then I could see like a lower high at 105 and then a move down to 97 or 95K. And that's what Bookmap suggests to me. That happens about 90% of the time. You just have to give it time. Look at that. So here's the dump, and I'm still waiting for this to. Now the 1 minute, does it make a higher low on? So I'm short on this right now. So I am checking this quite a bit. 2 minute made a lower high. So far the short still makes sense to me. And again, 30-second time for probably below the 200. You just lost it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. MMT, like at this point, that's a bear flag. I'm not going to chart it because it's just continuing to dump. Jelly, kind of trying to get some bounce. Let me go to the 10-minute time frame. I'm not pretty high time frame there. Now, when Jelly does bounce, I would expect it to bounce hard because that, even though Jelly, if there's any altcoin that I'm trading right now, Jelly is the one that I have the most faith will actually pump. Like, it's just kind of what I think. Like, that, let me look at the smaller time frames. Are they making lower highs? So the 5 minutes curving up aggressively, that's not great. You might get a few green candles. That's a lower high in the 3 minute. You might get a few green candles here because you've dumped so hard on jelly. But at the end of the day, I would. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put my stop loss on jelly up at 27, right around that wick. Because I think that's still in profit for me. Back in green on that coin. Let me go do that. Let me see what my stop loss is on jelly. Yeah, I can do that. So my stop loss now is going to be in the profit on jelly. So it's another winning trade. No, I'm sorry. It'd be a break even. So let me see. Should I just take profits on this and go to bed? It might, maybe. I can't, I mean, Okay, I'm just gonna put my stop at 27 cents, and worst comes to worst, well, I'll do 26.9 so I don't lose a trade. That'd still be a loss. Okay, we'll do 26.8. That way I can't lose a trade and make a few pennies after fees, and we'll just do that. Wow, I gave back 40 bucks just now. Oh, okay. So whatever. Jelly's also pumping right now. That's a good thing though, because that probably means Solana's pumping to some extent. Is Bitcoin pumping? Not really. I'm seeing some bearish shooting star candles on USDT dominance. Do you see the same on the lower time frames, hourly or 2 hours? The low is in on Bitcoin. Tomorrow is full moon. Well, I did say I see Bitcoin going to 105. Doesn't mean the low is in for the cycle. USD. I don't really look at USDT dominance. I probably should. Is it what's the ticker for that? Would that be the when did that still be the DXY? Isn't that the same thing basically? I'll look at the DXY. So I'll look at you. So I don't know what a shooting star is, but so here's the thing: if the DXY is bullish, that means that it's very likely Bitcoin dumps. The 4-hour time frame is overbought. That could be a rising wedge. Here's the thing though: you're above the 4-hour 200. I say any time you're above the 4-hour 200, the trend's your friend till the end. Right now, the trend's to the upside on the DXY, which suggests Bitcoin is going to continue to bleed. Let me look at the daily. Daily's below the 200, but it's looking like you're about to break it. 12 hours well above the 200, so I would expect the daily to get back above the 200. Let me look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is in a higher low. That is still a rising wedge nonetheless. That is pretty parabolic. But you're about to touch the 21. So price touching the 21 above the 200 is a bullish sign. Look at the 15. It doesn't look great. The DXY doesn't look great, but it does. I think if this continues higher, then Bitcoin's going to continue to dump. So I could see on the 4-hour time frame a little movement to the downside because you didn't get oversold completely. But at the end of the day, like the DXY looks bullish to me on the macro time frame. So short term, you could see some rejection, and that rejection could be paired with Bitcoin getting to 105. But I don't see like a macro bearishness on the DXY, which suggests to me Bitcoin short term gets a bounce to 105 or something like that, close to that, or just above that. But it suggests to me in a day or two, DXY will continue to pump, and Bitcoin will, once it hits 105, will probably dump. I might be wrong about that, but that's just my thought. That's what I see, and we'll see what happens. So I don't, yeah. Coach, I'm gonna block you because I don't want spammers in my chat. I don't care how many. That's just I don't know if it's I don't think it's a bot. The rest of the market bottomed 5 hours ago. Why is it making new lows? Why is what making new lows? How do I get rid of his message? Anyways, there we go. That cleared it up. SYBAU. Why is SB? Let me SBYAU. What is SBYAU? Is that crypto? Okay. I'm scared to look at this chart. Is this what you want me to look at? Because if that's the case, I'm not interested. There's no liquidity. That cannot be it. SY. I'm not. No. Okay, I'm going to kind of wrap this up. This has been a very long live show, which has been awesome. Thinking of dumping 2K Solana and dumping, like you said, at 170. Hey, that's what I'm doing. I have, technically speaking, with leverage, I have 3,000 and change of Solana. But my average price is probably about right now. It's probably, no, it has to be lower. My average price is probably 155. But right now, what are we at? Why did this watch list get all, I've never seen this before. All my coins got in different positions on my watch list. It's driving me nuts. Solana is kind of struggling. It's at 157. Ethereum was right below Bitcoin. Where did Ethereum go? Why is Ethereum? How does that even happen? Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to go back and check this out one more time and see if there's any other coins that are kind of doing crazy things before I wrap up this. I have to be up early tomorrow. I need to get to bed. I have to be up in 7 hours, and I haven't. It's addicting. This is addicting. When you're making money, today was the most money I've made in the market in one single day. Like I made $600 in the market today. It's sad, but that's the most money I made in the market in probably over a year, in one day at least. And that was realized. So MMT at 85%. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the two coins right now. I'm shorting the 2 coins that are up the most today. So I'm not going to open any more positions tonight. I'm just not gonna. Jelly's pumping. Come on, Jelly, make a lower high and dump. That looks kind of like I should have gone out. At this point, it is what it is. I can't lose money on Jelly, but I might give back my $150 I was up, which kind of sucks. Okay. Thank you, Ovuyo, for the follow. I mean, at some point, the market has to get a deck. It doesn't have to, but even the bear markets do get dead cat bounces, so I would be looking for Solana to get that love to 170 at some point. I don't love the 4 hour. I mean, how low did we get? 146. You're up $10 off the low, so you're up at least almost 3% off the low. Probably actually more. Yeah. I will be honest. I see the bigger resistance on Solana being like 188. So like Solana could get some rejection at 170, but I see the much bigger resistance being 188. But I'm still, either way, I'm still getting at 170 because at 170 I still make a lot of money. My liquidation on Solana is 100, so like I don't need to be in Solana. You know, I don't want to get greedy. I don't want. I'd be beside myself if we went to 170, got rejected, and then I didn't hit my take profit, and then we hit 100. Like I don't see that happening. I think, but I would like to see Solana. I don't think it's hard for Solana to get a $13 move to the upside and then dump. So that's my take profit on Solana. Jelly, come on, Jelly, dump. Well, if you hit 26.8, I'm out of the long, and I don't lose 150. I just give back $150 because it was unrealized. But if we make a lower high at 24, 25, and then roll over to 20, then my take profit on the short is 13 cents. So we'll see what happens. Let me just see. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll be back live on Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Time. That's the plan. I think that'll work. No, wait. I will not be live Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Time. I will let you guys know on Telegram what time, but I have to be up Sunday morning at 2:30 in the morning, so 9 p.m. is not going to work. I will probably go live. Let me check my schedule really quick. Hold on TikTok. 3:30 p.m. and 4. Okay, so my plan on Saturday when I go live again, I'll go live at 6 p.m. Central Time. instead of 9 p.m. Central Time. So I'll probably just schedule that right after the stream. That way you guys know. But that's my plan, and that's what I will do. And I'll see you guys then. Have a great night. And I'll see you guys Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Adios. Thank you for stopping me in. Fantastically good.